the past tenses. So today you all guys have to do the past. Just wait. Okay, so today we are going to do the practice of the past tense. So as you know, the structure of the past tense, that is uh, like you have to go with the second form, and yeah, did itself a second form of do. So yeah, I did something, or I was subject with a second form. You have to go with that. And for helping, like you can go with the present, past progressive as well. Sorry. Okay, students. So we are gonna talk about your childhood. Like you have to talk about your childhood, but like we are not supposed to talk about like the life about your life, or where you grown up and like that. Actually, I think so. You guys already did this slide. So I really want to know like any funny incident, or any incident that you never forget. So I really want to know that any funny incident, or anything whatever you want to share, that you really feel like that is unforgettable, or like that. So yeah, yes, students, you have to go with that. So yeah, make up your minds and raise your hands for that. Okay, yes, Aksha.
Yes, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, Afsha. How are you, dear?
Yeah, ma'am. I'm good. Alhamdulillah. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, dear. I'm great. Thanks for asking, dear. Yes, dear.
Ma'am, should I start when I was born?
No, it's up to you, dear. You have to share any childhood incident, any childhood memory. It's up to you. Whatever you want to share about your
Okay,
childhood.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I grew up in Sheikhupura, and Sheikhupura is Sheikhupura is not a very small city, but it is special for its geographic and historical events. Sorry, places. And the historical place there is Hiran Minar, and due to its beauty and due to its vast area, it looks very charming, and due to its canal in it, and due to and it have a huge canal, we can say canal. And in this canal, all the you can perform boating. So once when we were in our childhood, we all went we all went to Hiran Minar. And it was also happened that just few days when we went to Hiran Minar, just few days back, there was a big incident that happened in Hiran Minar. And it was that the six boys lost their life because they start swimming in the water. And but the water was very deep. That water was very deep, and it was said that people will stuck if you will swim in it, you can stuck in its mud. So it's we don't know that it is really happened, but but those boys, their dead bodies could not found since after 6 days. But actually, my father is a doctor. So after many years, decided to he decided to he planned with us that he took us there. And so as a child, we all kids were very happy that alhamdulillah, the day came that we have planned, and my mother make a biryani and everything she cooked to take there. But my father gave us the same news that when we were all ready, get ready, and my father gave revised tell us the same story, that I am little bit I have a fear about that one news. So should we go there, or shouldn't we not? Shouldn't we not? Or shouldn't know? So what? So Ma'am, 1 minute. Ma'am, 1 minute. Okay, so the incident was happened at that time. We went there and we ride on a boat and finally we ride on a boat. And when we reached at the middle of the boat, the boat stuck there, and we all children, we were two families, and we were almost 15 members were on that boat. It was a rowing boat, so it was not a motor boat, it was a rowing boat. So sorry, it was a
Okay, dear, now unmute yourself. Kindly, students, please mute yourself. Yes, Aksha. Yes, Aksha, unmute yourself, dear.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. It was a rowing boat. It was not a rowing boat. It was a motor boat, and due to and its motor get stuck, and then we all stuck in the deep water, in the middle of the deep water, and we all start weeping. And then also the boat sailor also get confused that while what will happen, because we were not in life jackets. We didn't wear life jacket at that time, so it was a very confusing, and we all start waking my father, my mother, and all the other family members. So so they arranged for the other boat. The other boat came to us after 15 to 20 minutes, and then in the middle of the middle of the water, they what will be the word that we shifted from that boat to the other boat, and then we came back, and then we reached at the corner of the canal. So it was a very memorable at that time. And then my father had a, you can say, that trick, and he had taken this moment as his, you can say that, what I can use the word, that all the time when we demanded him to take us anywhere for recreation, to someone park, then he always remind us about that one incident, and then we never go with them. So that's how my father always, you can say, run off the duty run from the duty of taking us to any recreation. And but alhamdulillah, I think so that now I feel, when I am a mother, so I feel that if it is happened with my kids, so how it will be fearless for our parents that they stuck in the middle of a deep water. So alhamdulillah, go we saved in this incident. Thank you.
Okay, you welcome, dear Afsha. Okay, Afsha, you have grammatically a lot of mistakes. Like you're supposed to go with the second form, but you use the present tense. So always like you are using the present tense everywhere. Like tell the story or this he say or like that. Like you are using that kind of words. You are not supposed to go with that. Like you have to use the second form. Like instead of go, you have to use went, and instead of tell, you have to use the word told, say, said, like that. And one more thing, with it is a third person singular, so with that you are not supposed to use have. It has is the correct word. Okay, so overall good try, dear, but you have a lot of grammatical mistakes. You have to just like you need to work hard on your past tenses. Okay, Afsha, maybe
Hello,
you
ma'am.
are
Yeah,
actually
ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm speaking Tara. Because, ma'am, in my city, a lot of snows are there, so no electricity, and my mobile is also not charged. So, inshallah, I will take the class, inshallah, at 7 o'clock. Okay.
okay, Tahira, no problem, dear.
Yeah, ma'am. Too much weather is too much cold, ma'am. The snowy weather, so that's why the light is also not here.
Okay, okay, dear Tahira, if you want to give, if you want to go with like, if you want to give turn right now, so I don't have any problem. You
Ma'am,
go,
I
dear.
have no charge in my mobile, only 5%. Maybe the Maybe I'm talking the charge have been enough.
Okay. 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 Thanks for informing
Yeah,
me, dear.
yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, dear. Okay, Afsha, well, try and you have to do more practice on past tenses. Okay, overall, good try,
Ma'am,
dear.
thank you so much.
You're
Okay,
welcome,
ma'am,
dear.
I tried.
Okay, inshallah. Okay, move on to Baneen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm going to share the story of a picnic party we arranged a couple of years ago, um, in the spring season. It was a bright sunny day when we packed over some refreshments and some beach chairs, and we planned to go towards the beach as we were having our holidays. So uh, my parents and my siblings, we all arranged the picnic basket, and then we got up in the car, and then we reached there. The sun the ocean waves were very the ocean waves and the cool breeze air was very refreshing, and then we found a very perfect spot for our setting, to open the basket, and then we sat there, and then we had some fruits and some sandwiches with our favorite fillings, and we enjoyed the waves under our feet, and the blue and the color of the sky was blue, and the waves mixing with it. It was a very pleasant view to see that. And then we played some games there, and we played cricket and badminton and football, and then we did some chit chat. Who will not who would not do these things when they will be at the beach, when they would be at the beach. So we enjoyed a lot, and then we get back to our home in the evening when the sun was setting.
That's it, dear.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can we share the different story in a same? I mean, can we speak on two different topics on a road accident? Can I speak?
No, not right now. Let me give the chance to others. Then, if we have time, then I will be back to you. Okay.
Okay.
But overall, you did really well, dear. Wherever you have, like, you did mistakes, so you rectify yourself. So overall, very good, dear. Keep it up, dear.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome, dear. Okay, move on to Manur Kamal.
Yes, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, dear. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, dear. I'm pretty well. Thanks for asking. Yes, dear.
Actually, my okay, I have a memory here to share with all of you of my childhood. Actually, my mother got married to a ma'am. Actually, I have to say something before I start my topic. These the yesterday's slide was also the same. We are getting the same type of topics again and again. Even though I have a slide, discussion topic slide that was I have gone through all the topics. Why we are not getting something new, like new topics and these type, like the yesterday's slide was also the same about our childhood and that type of things. Ma'am, we want something new. If you or the if you can consider this thing, so please consider it so that we can brainstorm on new topics. I hope you will consider my request. Okay, ma'am, I'm going to share my experience.
Manur, actually, the slides are selected by Sir Hasib, so I really don't have any idea. So he gave us the topics like you have to go with the child or a trip, in the morning. I don't know that what you guys did in the morning. So maybe you guys did the same slide. So that's why I just changed it that you have to like share any like funny story or fun incident or any incident of your life that is really memorable. So that's why I just changed that. It's up to you, whatever you want to go for, but it's like you have to talk about the past. So I have more slides about the about the past stories, but the thing is that maybe you guys did that, the like your school life is there, and then we have any incident, like describe any incident. It's up to you. So that's why I just shared this slide, that maybe you guys have a lot of things to share about your childhood. So that's why.
But ma'am,
Okay,
I
okay.
think so that it is good. Ma'am, sorry, I want to say that it is good because sometimes we could not attend the classes due to some purposes. So if these things are coming again and again, then it make our more like now I have you have examined me that I have too much grammatical mistakes. So I think so that these things when we come again and again, we will improve our English more than that. And sometimes we could not get it due to internet due to internet disconnectivity, and sometimes our home chores did not allow us to take the classes. So I think so this is good that that these slides are coming again and again, and we are practicing again and again.
Okay, I respect.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. Ma'am, may I say something? I'm sorry to interrupt. It was changed, the slide in the morning. It was not a same slide in morning. We discuss about the school life, and now we discuss about the
Yes, that
childhood.
was. Guys, let me just complete. It's my time. Actually, I just wanted to say that when it comes to me, I respect all of you and your thoughts. But when it comes to me, I was just suggesting something for which is better for myself. I am all of with you, okay, and it's up to you. You are looking at your partner that you have some connectivity issues or you have to do your house chores. You are lagging at your part. What's the fault of other who are taking their classes regularly? First thing is that, and the second thing is that I am not talking about the morning slide. I am talking about the yesterday slide. That was the same when I joined the class. That was also about the childhood memory. But it's okay, ma'am have given me two three choices. That's why I'm choosing the second slide, and it's okay. You all guys can have your suggestions directly to Sir Hasib, and you can speak at your turn. I'm sorry, I respect all of you, but I was just suggesting at my okay. I'm going to the one of my school life area.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, should I start, ma'am?
Yes,
Ma'am,
Manur.
ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are, dear.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, ma'am, my mother actually got married to a village, and because that in villages you don't find any type of quality education there, so that's why we have to move toward the city. And I have five more siblings. Two are elder, and the rest of the three are younger than me. But my two of my elder siblings, they were sent to my grandma's house so that they can pursue their quality education. But when it came to me, my father suggested my mother to move toward city so that all the kids can get quality education. So that's why we moved toward the city, Okada city. Currently we are living in Okada city. And at that time I was almost 7 to 8 years old. And in village I was in grade 3. But when I got admission in the city school, I got a admission in the grade 1, just because of the quality of the education that villages are lacking somehow. That's why two of my years gone wasted at that time. But my mother, she compromised at that time. And when I got position in grade 1, my mother insisted principal to let me allow to jump from grade 1 to grade 3 so that I can skip the class to grade 2, and my time which has gone waste earlier, should be compensated. So I jumped from class 1 to class 3 at that time. And after getting another position in uh, grade 3, my mother again insisted, the principal, that my daughter is performing very well and she is competent, so you have to allow her to jump to grade 5. But at that time, the boards used to take the exams of grade 5th. So that's why my principal, she kept on saying that no, your daughter, your daughter can't perform well in the board exams, because we have something that is in grade 4, so that the students can perform very well in their board exams. But my mother kept on insisting the principal that she is competent, and I take the responsibility of whatever whatever she will do. Okay, at that time, my principal allowed me to sit in the grade 5th, and at that time I remember I got 90 percentage in my 5th class. But there were actually two Mahnoor in my class, we and myself and one other. When I go to the office of principal and asked about my result, my principal said, you are fail, and you have got 90 marks at that time. And I start weeping right there. But what then I showed my roll number to the principal, that I said that how is it is even possible, I have attempted my papers very well, how it happened. I showed my roll number again to the principal, and she checked it again and said me that I have got 90 percentage. And I was very happy at that time. Alhamdulillah, I have maintained what my mother said to the principal. And then after that, I also got a treat from the principal at Fry Chicks, and that was one of the wonderful moment of my life, which I never forget. That is all from my side, ma'am.
Okay, that's really amazing, Manur. Yeah, I remembered you yesterday shared this story with me as well in the class. So yeah, I remembered that. Okay, overall, very good, Manur. Mashallah, you are really intelligent girl. That is the reason, like how you lost your 2 years and how you just completed your 2 years, like how you jumped, and that's mashallah really amazing. Okay, Manur, I want to share one thing. Like when you are using the if you're talking about the past tense, like past simple, so like if you're using the direct sentence, we sent, yeah, that automatically that means you're using the second form sent. Okay, so it's like you're not supposed to go with we were sent. Okay, that will be incorrect. If you want to say like that, you want to use the past progressive, so that will be like we were sending. Otherwise, if you want to go with the past indefinite, like past simple tense, so we sent to there. Okay.
Yes, yes, I understood, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You welcome, dear. Overall, very good. Keep it up, dear. Okay, move on to Fozia Khan.
Yes, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam, dear. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, dear. I'm great. Thanks for asking, dear. Yes, Fozia.
Okay, ma'am. I grew up in a small town where mama filled with laughter, ma'am. Actually, this slide is also same as my childhood, and they read it, and then or I played with my friends in a good way, and bicycle and cycle, and visited local park, and everything which is in this slide, I did it. And now I'm sharing. Okay, I'm sharing an event. Once upon a time, I went with my friends. I went for outing with my friends, and without permission, and I spent it 3 to 4 hours there with my friends for enjoying and playing together. And my mom was so worried about me, and and she saw me here and there, but I didn't. Finally, after 4 hours, they founded me, and
my mom were so worried, and then they slapped me, and after 30 minutes or 30 to 40 minutes they hugged me and cry a lot. And then uh, I angry with my mom. I was angry with my mom, and then after that I realized that I did a stupidity, and I realized my mistake. That's it, ma'am.
Okay, okay, that's nice, dear. Okay, the word found itself a second form of find. Okay, find is the first form,
Okay.
second form of founded is incorrect. Okay, and I played a
Okay.
bicycle. I rode a bicycle. Ride, the second form of ride is rode. Okay, I rode a bicycle. Okay, bicycle जो चलाते हैं ना, उसके लिए हम फिर यही
Yes.
कहेंगे, I rode a bicycle. Okay, and yeah, and one more thing, yeah, she cried, not cry. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yes, ma'am.
good. Yeah, keep up, dear.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, dear. Okay, move on to Rihanna.
Yes, ma'am. Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam, dear. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, dear. I'm great. Thanks for asking, dear. Yes, Rihanna.
Okay, ma'am. First is first simple. I grew up in a small town where few people lived and with simple life. But that simple life was so memorable, fun, laughter, and enjoyable. I had a small friend circle. We always stayed together, connect together, and we always uh, went to school together and went to madrasa together, and we always play together. So at that time, we always focus to play together. Whenever we get free, we said let's go outside, and we went to play. Yeah, that was so memorable. We liked it. Okay, ma'am. That's the first topic, and second was past progressive. While I was growing, I was not a good and intelligent student, but I regularly went to school, madrasa, and coaching center. Especially my coaching sir was so kind, and he always encouraged me to study too, and he always motivated me. By his hard working, I never get failed in any class. And by his hard working, I become good in, especially in, I become good and better in mathematics. After his hard working, I love mathematics, and I love to solve the mathematic problems. So in board exam, I got 70 out of 75 in mathematics. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good try, dear. Overall, very good. Yeah, just one mistake. I became second form. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, overall, very good. Keep it up, dear. Okay, yes, Hashma Bibi.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, dear. I'm great. Thanks for asking. How are you, dear?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Yes.
Okay, I have a little bit of fever, but now I share my childhood memory because everyone share their beautiful stories. They shared and we listen. Yeah. Okay, I grew up in a village. There's a small village in our district. Like we live in district Koram. So in there is a small village. The name of my village like Durrani. So yeah, in my childhood, when I was thinking about that foolish thing, like totally confused about why I'm doing, why I we are did like this. So one day, in my cousin, her name is Sadia, and she have a lot confident from since childhood. So they give me advice, uh, and then we made a plan to going outside near our house. There is a little small garden, and after madrasa we played every day in their small garden. So they Satya gave me advice
to like pick the matchbox from your house. And that time I'm told her why you need a matchbox, and she told me it's nothing. We just cooked something like food. We just cooked food. And that time I silently pick up my matchbox from my house and go and went the garden near to my house. And then we burned the fire. You can't believe it. The fire is completely a big fire. And when my uncles and my dad came to saw her faces, at that time we all are too much scared and just looked the fire. So how is like too much big fire. And we just made a small fire to cook something yeah. So at that time my dad and my uncle came to check our body parts. Are you okay? And that time we are okay, but why the fire is too much big now? So we just played, and that's why yeah. And my dad told us, this is not safe play for you. This is totally dangerous. Who gave the advice to you? And that time I just figure out to my finger turn to my dear cousin, and I told my dad, this is totally advice, Sadia. And I pick up the matchbox completely silently from my house. And now we made the fire, and then that's it. We saw the completely fire. Thanks to Allah Almighty to protect our house. Yeah, that's it. And I think this is too much foolish thing that I realized nowadays. So yeah, that's it, man.
Okay, okay, that's really amazing, Hashma. That is a really interesting incident you shared with us. Okay, Hashma,
Yeah,
maybe
man.
like you are using the present tense, like you are doing like mistakes, a lot of mistakes, like we
Yeah,
are dead, like you are supposed to
yeah,
go
we
with the
are dead.
like present progressive, and suddenly you move on to the past. Okay, you mix up the present and past together. So but overall good.
Yeah.
Okay, this bring is broad. Okay, and
Okay.
did, we are not supposed to use second form, we have to use first form, base form of verb after did. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank
Yeah,
you, ma'am.
yeah. Okay, overall good try.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. I think so you become so excited when you were telling about the story, so that is the reason you didn't like focus on the the dances. That exactly what you are going through with.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. This is completely foolish thing when I did in my childhood. So that's why I think.
Yeah. Okay, 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 good try, dear. Okay, move on to Anam.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam, dear. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, ma'am. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, dear. I'm great. Thanks for asking, dear. Yes, Anam.
Ma'am, I share my childhood story. Uh, I grew up in the Sahiwal city where I lived with the happiness and tranquility. When I was 5, because I have not um, much memories before that time. I when I was 5, I got up early in the morning and I start my day with the Fajr prayer. I offered the Fajr prayer. I did went to learn Quran at our neighbor house. I used to go for walk. I would go for the walk to the nearest park of my house on foot. But I used to go with my family. My mother cooked food for us. She made very delicious dishes for all family members. We lived in joint family system. and I did really enjoy with my grandparents. My grandmothers in the school enrolled me in the school. I did not want to go to the school. My teachers was motivating me for the study. She was very loving and helping. Her name was Miss Shehnaz, and recently she passed away. In the evening, I went for the tuition at the same teacher house. The whole day was so busy. One thing I miss so much in nowadays. I have so much free time, but my childhood was so busy. And at the end, I want to say my past time is memorable, and I have and have so many goods and sweet memories in my past. That's it, ma'am.
Okay, Anam. Well tried, dear. Good. Keep it up, dear. You did really well. Keep it up, dear.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, dear. Okay, students. I'm going to change the slide. Okay. Now we have your school life. So yes, students. You can talk about your school life. So yeah, let's see what we have in the example. I attended a small elementary school in my hometown. My teachers were kind, and I made lasting friendship with my classmates. We studied various subjects, participated in extracurricular activities, and celebrated special events together. Okay, students, it's up to you. Whatever you want to explain about your school life, so it's up to you. It's not necessary you have to follow the same exactly, like you have to go with the same words or the same things. No. So the way you spend your school life, so you can tell about that. So yeah, yes, students, go ahead and raise your hands for that. Okay, Mr. Nazmin is there. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Nazmin.
Walaikum assalam, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I was actually bracing for describing a different story. Unfortunately, I forgot to raise my hand. So all of a sudden, you change the slide. So kindly allow me to describe my story.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Nazmin, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it could be any story. Any story can I describe, like accident, etc.
Story, yeah, I was waiting, like the students, maybe they will tell about their any funny, or like I really want
Yes,
to laugh.
yes, yes,
I
yes.
want them to
Let me to
share that.
yes, let yes,
So
let
yeah.
me to share let me to share a different story. Then uh, there is distortion from. Okay, okay, so it's all right now, ma'am. Back in the day, I encountered a tragic incident. I was I was at my office when someone called me and told me that my little younger son got an accident while returning from school, and he had been rushed to hospital. I got freaked out and gobsmacked, and I was on the verge of screaming. I started crying and bursting into tears. At this, my colleagues, my office colleagues, consoled me and took me to the hospital. When I saw my son, he was drenched in blood, and the doctors were stitching her scalp, and unfortunately, he got 30 stitches at his head. And however, he was in senses, and he had a look at me, and there upon this I felt a sigh of relief, and I paid my gratitude to my Almighty Allah for this mercy, and for granting her a new life. Ma'am, I always feel goosebumps whenever this incident pops into my head. But I always pray Almighty Allah, always thankful to my Almighty Allah that He has saved me from a big grief. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay. That's really amazing. Mr. Nazmin, yeah, whenever it comes to your blood relations, or it could be your son or your any sibling. So yeah, I agree with that. These kinds of situations you can face exactly the situation. What I'm gonna say, not situation exactly what you felt at that moment. Yeah, so that's the thing. I just recalled all the things that happened with me. I lost my two kids, so just everything is just now surrounding in my mind. So yeah, I can understand that. Okay, may
Yeah, ma'am.
Allah bless.
Ma'am. Yeah, thanks, well, ma'am. I would like to, hear how did you lost your small kids? What happened to them?
Actually, my one kid, he was 3 years. Actually, by birth, he was abnormal. He had a disease of skeletal dysplasia, and
Mm-hmm.
every month he got a pneumonia attacks. So yeah, that was the reason. And at the age of 11 months, he passed away. And my if I'm going to talk about my second son, so he was 11 days cool. He doctors diagnosed that he had he didn't have a part of a heart. So that I really don't know exact thing what they said at that moment. He had a kind of a heart problem. So just he survived for 11 days. After that he passed away. And my life goes ups and down. And I really don't have words if it comes to obviously about your kids or your siblings. So you're not supposed to I mostly speechless at that moment. So may Allah
Mm-hmm.
bless your kid here. So may Allah bless everyone's kids. I mean,
Take care. Well, Allah bless you, ma'am. Well, Allah bless you.
thank you. Okay, that's really nice to listen you, Mr. Nazmin. You use the exact tenses on your conversation, so that's really great. Well
Thank
tried,
you very
dear.
much. You are welcome.
Okay, move on to Afsha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear.
Ma'am, I did this one slide, but you were actually saying you were actually changed the slide. You had actually changed the slide, na? So I want to talk about this one.
Okay,
Yeah,
dear, go ahead.
describe the
Your school life.
Yes, ma'am. My school was a very big school at that time when I was in my childhood. Actually, it was a school. It was a school where it was a school of female and male student. It was a school for female and male it sorry it was a male and female school. And it is located in a very beautiful place of Sheikhupura. And it was a very big school. And there are very vast area of three ground players. And it's in and its backyard. And just its backyard, there is a very vast range of graveyard also. And we can and all the classes, there were almost 800 plus students there in my school. And there were almost 80 teachers in my school. And I want to explain the one thing that was that we feel very grief at that time, that because of that graveyard, which was just in the backyard of our school, we can see through the window that what is going on with the dead body. And how people's were sorry how people had how people were coming with their dead bodies, and then how they the grave how the person who deeply who deeply dug his grave, his or her grave, and then they do prayers, and then they put the body inside the graveyard. And sometimes we also observe that after one day many people came on that grave, and they recite holy Quran, and then they sometimes we feel that there were the dead body of someone fathers and maybe someone mothers, that sometime kids were also coming on that era. And instead of doing our home our school work, we with majority of us all of us were watching on the ground side, and we all observing what is going on. And sometime it was happened that after 2 and 3 days the peoples were coming constantly, and then after a month they forgot the grave and the dead body. So it was a very painful experience at that time, because every day on you can say that on the daily basis we watched that someone had died, and people come with their the dearest dead bodies, and they buried them. So it was the thing that we observed in school, and that was a very sad thing we observed. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome here, Aksha. Okay, you did really well. Okay, the school of as you mentioned in our school, the boys male and females were there. Like you can say co-education. Okay,
Co-education. Yes, ma'am. After that, I remember co-education.
okay, okay, dear. You did now. This time you did really well. Yeah, but in some places you are again missing some words. Instead of using was, you are using is. Instead of using felt, you are using feel. Yeah, but
Oh my God.
it's not in the before one. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Very good.
Ma'am, I always tell the stories to my husband when he came from office, and he is saying the same thing, that why you start with the past tense, and then you came in then you finish in the present tense. So that's why I think so that whenever the slides will come to me again and again, I will learn more and more. So that's why I want to improve it, but inshallah I think so that I will improve it with the passage of time.
Yeah, inshallah, you will, dear. Inshallah. Okay, so let's move on to Fozia Khan.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. I attended a small English medium school near to my hometown. When I was admitted in that school, I was so afraid of the other students, and but after the passage of time, I actively involved in studies, and I was intelligent student, and teachers loved me, and they were kind and friendly with me. And within a short time, I made friendship with my classmates. We studies together. We studies different subjects, and we studied different subjects, and like mathematics and English, and participated in extracurricular activities. And I was active student, and celebrate events together with my friends. And I was actively involved in sports and games, and I was a really energetic student, and I took a part in every event, in every events, and the drama clubs in school competitions. And I involved in sports and games, and I also competing with in the progress, and constantly challenging myself to improve. That's it, ma'am.
Okay, that's really amazing, dear. Well try. Keep it up, dear Fozia. Well tried, dear.
Thank
Welcome, dear. Okay, yes, students, anyone else who wanna go with the same slide? Yes, students, anyone? Okay, it's not necessary. You can talk about your school life if you want to go, like you want to share any your friend's school's life or about your friend or about your childhood friend. Anything you can explain, but it should be like in the past. So yes, students.
Okay, ma'am, may I?
Yeah, yes, Hashma Bibi.
Okay, ma'am. I share my school life story when I was like 9 years old. At that time, I studied at primary school. So there were polite teachers in our school. So yeah, I really like it. All the teachers because they have kind nature and polite nature. That's why maybe I shared the story like once upon a time there were a group of different girls like I am the junior one and they are the senior classes. So they have a group, all the girls in this group. I think I'm sorry to say that, but they look too much scary at that time. So they doing like they maybe they bunked the school at that time. So by chance I saw them and from the corridor, and teacher told me what do you saw in the corridor. And I told the teacher. So there were a girls who bunked the classes, and uh, they went to from the school. Maybe I don't know, they went to home, I really don't know, but they all are gone. And the teacher told me at that time, it's okay, no problem, you go to the your class. The next day in morning assembly, teacher called my name, and I came from the stage, for assembly stage. And again she asked me, what did you see yesterday, and did you identify the girls? And that time I'm just finger out to the girls, because I don't have any, I don't know the name of these girls. So I just to find the from through the finger. And they all are, a teacher called the students to came out to stand up and stand up to in the stage. And they, I think, teacher the punished them in front of the whole school. And after leaving the school departure time, they all girls came to my class, and they asked me, why do you tell the teacher? And I that time I'm too much scary, I just listen these girls. And they give me a little bit torture. Why you tell the teacher? So yeah, and that after that I learned the lesson. I will never tell what happened is going in our school. So that's it, ma'am.
Okay, okay, that's really amazing, Hashma Bibi. Well tried, dear. Keep it up, dear. But again, you have minor mistakes in the second form. But
Yeah, ma'am.
I-
Ma'am, when I speak, and that time I realized, but my tongue not with my side.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes it happens. Like you're supposed to use, like you know exactly that you have to go with here. like you have to use that words,
Yeah.
but sometimes you pronounce other words and like you speak up other words, and at that moment you said you actually you're at the same moment you knew that you are doing wrong, but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
your mouth slipping from your mouth.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome dear. Okay, move on to